What's up everyone, welcome back to another What If video. In the last part, we left off with a pretty interesting ending. Following the defeat of Cell, Kakarot, Raditz, and Gohan continued their training, and while Kakarot was experimenting one day, he ended up discovering something far greater than he could ever imagine, and now it seems like he and the others will try to pursue this. However, it's not all good, because it seems Babidi and Deborah are on Earth, and they may have just found 2 new minions. For this video, let's set a like goal of 2,500 likes, and once we hit that, I'll continue this story with another part. Anyways, let's pick up from here. Following Kakarot's crazy discovery, of course, everyone's gonna start training towards it. At least the Saiyans are. Imagine the humans trying to get this, huh? Anyways, Kakarot starts training with Raditz and Gohan, trying to obtain this form. The thing is though, Kakarot is so much more experienced with Great Ape, so it's gonna take a while for them to catch up to his level, especially for someone like Gohan who has barely even practiced in the form. And another downside, the form is temporary, although it's very potent. Not because of key issues, it's more so because the form can only be sustained for as long as the user can maintain Great Ape. This seems like a feasible drawback, especially given how powerful they are at this point. It's not like GT Goku and Vegeta when they got it, they're much weaker. It will be hard to maintain control, especially once an artificial moon dissipates. Under a full moon it's better though, and more well suited for that. After a long while of training, I'm talking years, Gohan and Raditz eventually do get it. And as for the 2 kids, Goten and Trunks, too bad that having a tail is a recessive trait. They weren't born with it, and that means they're not going to be able to obtain this form anytime soon. Although surprisingly, they were able to get Super Saiyan. They really do want this Great Ape Super Saiyan form, and I feel like that's the name they'll give to it, either that or Super Saiyan 3. But I'm not going to call it Super Saiyan 3 because that would be confusing, it's just worth noting that they would probably end up saying that as the name. To keep things simple, I'll just call it Super Saiyan 4. Cut them some slack, they don't know what Super Saiyan 3 is. And while I'm bringing up Trunks, it's worth mentioning. Remember, this is not the same Trunks. He's the son of Bulma and Raditz. Most likely he'd look a little different too, but we'll probably see more changes in his physical appearance when he's older. As of now, I'll use his regular design as a stand-in. Anywho, Gohan ends up going to school, and everyone notices his tail. He tries to hide it at first, but it's not really something you can hide too well. Some people are weirded out by it, and some people think it's awesome. But then people realize it's not too weird. They live in a world with anthropomorphic animals. This isn't crazy at all. He eventually doesn't want to become the Great Saiyan Man, but instead of a disguise, he has a better idea. That Super Saiyan form that he just learned. It completely alters his appearance, he's unrecognizable. Plus, it has magic clothes. That's a plus. All he needs to do is transform into this, and he'll be fine. Well, maybe he needs some sunglasses. But regardless, the Great Saiyan Man looks like this, and not like the original design. Although the thing is, Vidal's able to put 2 and 2 together. The Great Saiyan Man has a tail, Gohan has a tail, they both showed up around the same time, in the same area, you know, it's surprising that other people haven't noticed. As of now, people just think the Saiyan Man is some weird mythical creature that protects the city, but Videl realizes it's just Gohan in disguise. A really, really weird disguise. She ends up confronting him about it, and after a while, Gohan can't avoid her. She wants to know 2 things, what's up with the disguise, and why is he so strong? Well, he tells her it's not a disguise, and he transforms right in front of her. This just confuses her. How can he do this? Gohan nonchalantly says that he's half alien. His father and his uncle are from space. What? He said it so casually too, she doesn't even know she can believe this. At first she's a little weirded out, but then she thinks it's cool and kinda cute, but still weird. Trying to learn Ki, she ends up training with him and Goten. And of course she's successful, and one day at dinner, she says he should go to the tournament. Goku and Chi-Chi are excited to hear this too, and they say they want to join. It's a shock for her to learn that fighting runs in the family. They've seen their fair share at tournaments. Goten will even join too in the junior division. And then Videl realizes, oh crap, her dad's not going to win this. Kakarot ends up telling Raditz, and Raditz is glad to hear about it. The 2 brothers may as well relive old times. So you know what? He's going to join too, and he's going to ask his friends about it. Tenshinhan, Krillin, Yamcha, even Chaozu. They all end up joining. And you know what? Because he has been training a bit, and because he wants to see his students in action, Roshi joins once more as Jackie Chun, although they see through the disguise this time. Why is he wearing that? Well, honestly, he just kinda likes it. No particular reason. And there's 2 other weird contestants, registered under fake names. If they registered under their real names, they'd be recognized. And they're in hoods right now, trying to conceal their identity. They are kinda suspicious, alongside 2 other contestants, one with a mohawk and one with a mullet. Both not looking human at all. Raditz ends up facing one of the hooded men, and he's intrigued. It's the larger man, and not only is this guy strong, but he can somewhat recognize his power. Raditz just can't put his finger on it yet. Although there's one thing that alerts him, it does feel very malicious. The 2 begin fighting, pacing themselves, and then Raditz is able to catch a glimpse of his face. he sees a mustache and a bald head, with some weird tattoo on this guy's forehead. At first he didn't realize because the mustache was blonde, but then he remembers. This is Nappa! He says the name out loud, and Majin Nappa throws off his cloak, revealing that not only is he Majin, but he's in Super Saiyan. Immediately Raditz is on alert, as he jumps into Super Saiyan himself. His power spikes, and suddenly he's attacked from behind, stabbed by something. It's the other hooded man that jumped in. Kakarot is angered, about to intervene. But those other two mysterious people stop him, telling him to wait. The man stabbing Raditz throws off his cloak, revealing another familiar villain, Vegeta, also a Majin. Vegeta drains Raditz's energy, and Kakarot won't hold back anymore, and tries to jump in to intervene. Not so fast. Nappa turns to them and lifts his fingers. As a distraction and a way to keep everyone away, he blows up part of the arena with a gigantic storm, killing many. Luckily, Kakarot and group are partially able to shield against the blast and help some people survive. As Raditz falls unconscious, he weakly calls out for Bulma and Trunks, hoping that they're okay. Kakarot, Chi-Chi, and Gohan prepare to face off against Vegeta once again, as all their friends join too. But Vegeta waves goodbye, as he and Nappa vanish. Kakarot senses their ki from far away, but needs to help Raditz first. Shin and Kibito intervene to help as well, introducing themselves, as Kibito heals Raditz. Raditz wakes up, greeted by Kibito, Trunks, and Bulma. He's glad to see they're okay, but he's angered. Not only because Vegeta and Nappa attack, but because Nappa almost killed his friends and family. Raditz immediately rockets off, with Kakarot following close behind, understanding what his brother is doing. Gohan, Tenshinhan, and Piccolo follow, as Yamcha, Krillin, Chaozu, and Roshi stay back with the others. They want to help everyone evacuate and make sure they're okay, and they'll join if they're needed. Alright, you probably have some questions, so let's rewind a bit, a couple years back. If you remember, the last part ended with this teaser. Babidi found these two containers, and he knew exactly what he was going to do. He opened them up, and Vegeta and Nappa came out, confused and angered. Babidi tried to converse with them, bargaining while reading their mind, but Vegeta and Nappa don't want to hear it. Until suddenly, Babidi infiltrates their mind. He offers them power, and tries to take control while they're in a vulnerable state. And with how confused they are now, and how much they want revenge, they are easily possessed by Babidi, going along with his plan hoping for some more power. Deborah's glad to have some new partners, and Babidi is too. This should make energy collection easy, but they're gonna have to wait to strike still. Also, these two are still too weak. Not a problem though, Deborah volunteers to train them. He's more than strong enough to help. Over the next few years, Deborah trains these two up. And late into their training, they discover something that Vegeta says. When they come back from near-death injuries, they can grow much stronger. Deborah wants to test this out, and shoots a beam through both their chests. They think he's crazy, but then, Babidi goes over and heals them. They're much stronger, although that was pretty painful. Occasionally, just so they're not too stressed out, Deborah's gonna do this, allowing them to grow stronger over time, and with their pure emotions of hatred and rage, mainly geared towards Raditz and Kakarot, they're eventually able to unlock something amazing, Super Saiyan. And with all their boosts in power, plus their Majin boost, even with how weak they were before, they would be able to catch up. They're Saiyans after all. I'd say while the two are in Super Saiyan, they surpass Super Saiyan Kakarot and Raditz in terms of power, close to them in Super Saiyan 2. However, they're not on the level of the Super Saiyan 4s. But regardless, they're set on killing Kakarot and Raditz, but they must enter the Babidi first. Our group of heroes eventually catches up to the Majin crew. I am just now realizing that rhymes with Majin Buu. That was unintentional. Jokes aside, Shin tries to stop everyone, telling them they'll just give more energy to Babidi. Raditz is furious though. Vegeta put his wife and son in danger, as well as his friends. And Kakarot is equally furious for the same reasons, and because they injured his brother. Goten or some of Kakarot's friends could have gotten killed as well. He does not take this lightly. Knowing Chi-Chi, she'd probably be pretty pissed off too. You know, with her anger, imagine how strong she'd be as a Saiyan. But she stays back with the rest of the group, as Kakarot and Raditz say they'll handle it, and Gohan could join in if he's needed. For the Saiyan twins, Raditz has the edge in terms of power. But Kakarot can hold Super Saiyan 4 for longer. So although he isn't as strong as his brother, he could fight for much longer in his strongest form. Babidi, Deborah, and Pui Pui watch in delight. The Saiyan twins coax Vegeta and Nappa into a fight. Of course, Vegeta and Nappa obliged, ready to kill the two. They're about to turn Super Saiyan 4, but then Shin yells out at them, "Don't give off too much energy." He's right, they could finish this fight quickly by going Super Saiyan 4, but they'll risk giving Babidi too much energy. And it's hard because Vegeta and Nappa are surprisingly strong. They come to find this out quickly. Their best option right now is Super Saiyan 2, although it gets even worse because Deborah joins in to help. He's not going to let them get off so easily. Kakarot and Raditz converse during the fight. They should have just killed these two before. They regret not doing it, especially while they were contained they could have done this. It somehow slipped their minds and they forgot these two even existed. But Kakarot retorts to Raditz, why not just kill them now? Raditz turned to his brother. How does Kakarot suppose they can do that? A team attack. Ah, it's been so long since they fought together like this. A combo attack may be useful. Instead of trying to fight everyone, the two just set their sights on Nappa first. And combined, they deliver a powerful blast, which leaves Nappa gravely injured. Not dead, but dying. That worked out now, but it's not going to work twice. Vegeta and Dabura are on guard. Vegeta doesn't even care about Nappa, and continues fighting with Dabura, but instead of a ki attack this time, the two are able to strike Vegeta together, knocking him unconscious. That was good. They'll kill those two later. Now, they face Dabura, and Dabura goes all out. And with no one else to intervene, they're able to kill Dabura, as the area now becomes calm. Shin and Kibito are amazed. Alright, they actually did it! But then their hearts drop. Raditz turns to Shin. What's wrong? Why does he look so terrified? Gohan, Chi-Chi, Tenshinhan, and Piccolo all sense it next. With Kakarot and Raditz slowly coming to the realization, they did stop those Majin servants, but they're slightly too late. They sense nearby. A terribly malicious ki flares up. Maniacally, Babidi laughs. Yes! This is it! Who cares about Dabura or those two Saiyans? When Vegeta took Raditz's energy, he got a good amount from that. And he wasn't sure where it would work, but this fight was just enough. Just over the right amount of energy he needed to tip him over the edge. Steam emerges from Boo's egg, followed by Boo himself emerging. Babidi's ship explodes. As Boo jumps out of the crater, followed by Babidi floating behind him with a barrier around him. He introduces everyone. The ultimate life form of evil, Majin Buu. Shin tells everyone to back up, but Kakarot, Raditz, and Gohan want to fight. They actually jump into Super Saiyan 4 now, no longer needing to hold back. Although, they do have to make it quick. They still don't have enough control over this form yet, and it's not something they can maintain forever like Super Saiyan. As Boo prepares to fight the twins, Babidi eyes something nearby. His Saiyan servants, one unconscious and one badly injured. Interesting. Kakarot, Raditz, and Gohan are able to fight Boo. And in terms of power, they're all a great match against him, but they're not too overpowered since they have some restraint in this form, otherwise they might instantly drop out of it and lose it. As I mentioned, Kakarot does have the most practice, but Gohan and Raditz are still somewhat amateurs with this form. They decide it's worth the risk and go full power right away. They end up actually killing Boo, or so they think. He regenerates, laughing about it. That kind of tickled. They're low on energy, and again, they try to blow up Boo, but he comes back once more. They keep trying and trying, but Boo gets angrier and angrier, and suddenly, Gohan and Raditz drop out of Super Saiyan 4, with Kakarot being in the form still. He tells them to stand back, ready to defend them. But something's different this time. Boo's not laughing about it. He's angry, fuming, literally fuming. He has steam coming out of him. These three aren't having fun with him. They're trying to kill him. Why? Why do they want to kill Majin Buu? Furiously, he screams. The whole area shakes. As suddenly, something emerges from Boo. A skinny, gray version of Boo. And the group watches confused as the two begin fighting. It's weird, but it's good, because now, Boo's fighting someone else. Maybe they'll kill each other. Of course, it's not going to be that simple. Because unexpectedly, evil Boo turns good Boo into candy, eating him and then slowly morphing. And now, they realize they're really screwed. Gohan and Raditz try to jump back into Super Saiyan 4, but they still need to recover. As Kakarot even drops out of it himself. Sacrificing some of his energy, Gohan creates an artificial moon, replacing the one that recently vanished. They'll transform again, but with all the power they've used, they'll have to make it even quicker this time. Boo is entertained by this, and decides to fight them. This is the perfect opportunity for him. The rest of the group even joins in trying to help fight, but they can't do anything, even with the Super Saiyan 4s there. But Boo plays along. He has a new trick. Babidi communicated something to him. Nearby, there's those two Saiyans. And Boo separates a piece from himself, which crawls over to Vegeta and Nappa. Out of the blue, during the fight, the group sees two giant pink blobs fly towards Boo, with him laughing as he absorbs them. This fight is escalating really quickly, and once again, the Saiyans drop out of Super Saiyan 4, as they all watch Boo transform once more, and Kakarot stops, paralyzed in fear. The group looks over and sees. In front of him, with his hand stretched out, stands Majin Buu, looking much different, and wearing clothes similar to Vegeta. He grins as he charges an energy blast in his palm. Laughing maniacally, he unleashes a blast towards Kakarot, with the group watching in fear. This is where we'll leave off for now. How will the group get out of this? What will Kakarot's fate be? Will he make it out of this okay? And Tenshinhan's got a trick up his sleeve. What do you think he's thinking? Leave your thoughts and suggestions in the comments below, and I'll be sure to check them out to see what you guys think. As always, if you liked the video, be sure to drop a like. And once we hit that like goal from the beginning of the video, I'll drop another part. If you haven't already, why not subscribe? as well as hitting the bell icon to get notified about any future parts of this What If or any other videos that I upload on my channel. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you on my next video.